Squeeze the bar, squeeze the bar. Yeah, you're in the right place, mate. You ain't training hard enough. Squeeze it up, squeeze it up, squeeze it up, squeeze. You need to know why you're fucking doing it. Maybe not.
It's always a surprise when you do the set with you.
Power! Upper chest, come on, drive it through. If I don't do this, I'm a fucking loser. Yeah, I relate to that. That's how I used to do it. These are the ones that count, yes.
What's up, guys, and welcome to today's video. We are in sunny Marbella, as you can see behind. What absolute scene. I'm only here for a couple of days, and because I'm only here for a short period of time, I thought, hey, may as well try and get in touch with Dorian Yates to see if I can do a round 2 with him. It was 5 years ago I trained back and rear delts with him, and I very much want to train with him again. Not necessarily to have my form critiqued, but literally just to have someone push me and just to ask the 6-time Mr. Olympia legend himself some questions, because he is a very wise man and he's got a lot of wisdom to spread. 5 years ago.
Yeah, I remember. The old temple, yeah?
Yeah.
What are we training today?
Well, I thought it would be obvious to go and train legs, but I put a poll out on my YouTube. It was actually chest and biceps.
All right.
Gotta listen to the people.
Give them what they want, huh? Some body parts like back and legs I do pre-exhaust, so I do an isolation exercise first, like pull over for back, leg extensions for legs. But I personally never found a real isolation exercise for pecs that I feel like really works without putting too much strain on the shoulder. I prefer to start with a compound exercise on chest. So let me get on there with no weight and I'll just show you the motion, medium grip.
Is that like middle finger on the little strip?
Depends on the, your length of arms and everything, right?
Yeah.
So not in like that, too much triceps, not out like that, too much limited range and too much on the shoulders. So you can see my forearms are kind of parallel to each other. A lot of people lift off and they start from out here, bring it over so it's in line with your sternum. So we're there, we're nice and tight, everything's tight, come down, touch the sternum, and return. We're gonna warm up. All right, so we're gonna go 12 here. Yeah? Slightly slower on the lowering of the weight, the negative. Push, 1, 2, 10, 2 more. Push, and again. Okay, so what do you normally do then for chest?
Well, for me, I do a lot of incline pressing because I feel like the lower pec has always been quite developed. And for me, I would say definitely it's probably more of a strong point. So incline barbell press, incline dumbbell press. Maybe I would probably only do about 2 or 3 chest exercises a week because I want to try and focus on maybe shoulders more, back more. I think proportionally my back can do with
okay, well what we can do, got a hammer incline there. Mm-hmm. Can take that as a second exercise just because we've got control on there because it's a machine, yeah? And with the machine I can give you extra negatives. So at the end, when you fail positively, you haven't fully failed because there will be still some strength in the negative, yeah? So that's the why we try to slow it down on each rep, just to try to tax it to get somewhere near to failure, but probably still, even though you reach positive failure, there'll be some left in the tank. So what I'll do is I'll lift it to the top. And you just do the lowering of the weight. And you can probably do 2 more reps like that. Okay? Can't do that on a free weight, not safe.
You know, back in the day when you were like training in your prime, did you always have a training partner for every single session?
Personally, I always had a training partner, yeah. Because I was going heavy and going to failure, it's not safe on some exercises. And mentally, if I say to you, go on the decline press to failure on your own, you're not going to do it because you have the danger of getting stuck under the bar, and that's always going to be in your mind. So you need a training partner for that, or at least a good spotter. We're going to go medium set now, 8 reps. But the idea is we're not going to failure yet. We're still part of the warming up process, so I don't need to go maximum yet. 3rd set maximum.
It's been a very long time since I did a decline barbell press.
3, 4, 7. Okay, rack. How's that feel?
It was nice.
Heavy as you can go now, more or less,
100 I reckon will probably be too easy.
All right, let's put that on there. Rather than overestimate, you're not going to get enough reps. I'd rather be slightly under, and if that's the case, we can always do another set. My goal here is to take each exercise that we do safely to failure. So whatever we need to do to warm up, we do it.
So you would build it up and then you do the all-out set at the end?
Yeah.
The heaviest, most...
Exactly. You're warming up, obviously for obvious reasons, you're getting blood in the area. You're also getting that pathway firing, especially this because it's not something that you do every week. Your nervous system, brain, everything have to understand the movement, so it takes a few sets to do that. 2 sets is normally enough on the first exercise. So we see how you go with this, and if it's not enough, we do another set. Right. Yeah? And your rest period is like basically when you feel like you can go and you give it 100%. Certain exercises require longer rest periods because more muscle mass involved, more oxygen debt. Yeah. You know, if you're doing legs or you're doing heavy back, you're gonna have to rest longer than a chest, or chest is gonna be longer than biceps maybe. So,
well, I always tell people rest until you're ready to go again and match
all out
or improve upon the previous set's intensity.
Yeah, you don't want to be, if you're breathing heavy from a set, and then you rush into the next one, you could reach failure because of your cardio system, but it's unlikely on chest, but we still need at least a minute to rest, you know?
Yeah. Yep.
1, 2, 3, up! Your bar.
Yep.
Yes. Push. 2. Up. Push. 2 more. Come on, let's go. Full power. Push, 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 push. 1 more. Drive it up, drive it up, drive it up, drive it up. Squeeze, squeeze the bar, squeeze the bar. Yes. Nice.
That was a good set.
Good set, man. I think that was a good.
That was a good
it was
weight.
a good estimate for the weight. Yeah. Perfect, man. Perfect.
You can only do that with a training partner, and I've got one of the best.
Would you like to try something else? Like one last super intense set I can show you. We're going to go up 10 kilos, yeah? And we're going to do rest pause. So you do what you can do.
Yeah.
So let's say 3 or 4 reps, yeah?
Yeah.
Rack it. Take a 10-second break. Maybe you do 2 reps. Rack it, maybe you do 1. Like, so basically, in this way, it's not just the last rep where we're going to failure. We're going to failure like 3 times within the set, so that's super intense.
Did you do a lot of rest pause training?
I used to do it if I kind of felt like I was getting stuck on a certain exercise, or any intensity techniques. It's like my pecs were not my strongest body part, my biceps were not my strongest body part, so I use like super intensity techniques on there, where my back I would just maybe just go to failure, something like that. So it's not something to be overused because it's very stressful on your nervous system. Well, stress is why you adapt. But you got to balance the stress with like, can you recover from it? You know? But I think it'll be interesting for you to try. People that are watching, they can see this technique because it's not one that's used very much.
Yeah. I've noticed I've been doing quite a lot of traveling and I've been training by myself a lot of the time, and I'm like slowly getting closer to my own comfort zone. That I haven't really pushed myself for quite a while, and I need that.
You're in the right place, mate. That's going to change today.
What advice would you give to people who, you know, they feel like they're doing everything right with their training, sleep, nutrition, but they're not seeing any change?
Well, then they're not doing everything right, are they? You know, if you're going to the gym and, you know, you've got your diet, you've got your training, and you're doing it for 2 months, and you have not seen any progress in 2 months, or even a fucking month, do you think that if you continue to do what you're doing, you will see progress the next month and the one after and the one? Of course not. You do the same thing, you get the same results. So if it's not working, you need to reassess. Look at the whole thing. I don't know, on an individual basis. You need to look at your training. Are you training intensely enough? 1. Are you training possibly too often? Those are the 2 common things. I rarely see anybody training hard enough. Rarely, You ain't training hard enough. Secondly, you're training too often. That's it, If you're in the gym for more than an hour, you are not training. You're in the gym. 45 minutes to an hour, hardcore, pushing. You know, whatever you do at first will work. If you do push-ups, you haven't done push-ups before, it'll work, Fairly not perfect training, it will give you results to a degree. Then your body gets used to that, then you've got to really look into what you're doing and how you can increase the intensity. Are you recovering fully between the workouts before you go back in again? That's very important. Less is more.
I think the intensity aspect is the hardest, because if you go tell someone you need to train harder, they don't understand what intensity is. They don't understand what hard work is. And probably one of the best ways for them to actually experience it is to go and train with someone who's going to push them.
Because feeling is knowing.
Some people don't have it in them,
You could have a theory in your head, but until you do the thing or you feel it, you don't really know. And that's, I mean, I heard it like practically off everyone that comes to train with me. I thought I was training hard, but now I see. There's another level. And once you show the other level to people, some people just click and they get it and like, right, that's what I need to do now. I've been there, so I know now.
That's what I try and do. I try and match it with every session.
All right, mate. Plenty of rest now. Let's bang this. Come on. Your bar. Push. Come on. Push. Push. Push, 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 rack. Okay. Breathe. Deep breathing, deep breathing. 10, 9, 3, 2, 1, let's try double. Come on, push! One more. Push, 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 back. Okay, another 10 seconds. We're gonna do a single, yeah? Breathe through your nose, deep through your nose, out through your mouth. 2, up. Yep, come on. Power. One more. Push.
The fibers feel like they're just being fucking ripped.
Well, they
are. In a good way.
Important note though, you can't train like this all the time. 5 or 6 weeks, in my experience, is then you need to...
Did you have a deload week
after
that?
Yeah, you need a couple of weeks. Lighter training, 12 to 15 reps, get the blood in there, maybe 2 or 3 reps short of failure, not even going to failure.
Yeah.
Maintenance phase. Maintenance and recovery.
How long would that be for you on average?
Depends on the individual. Like, if I train people, I'll be like, you just like fucking raring to go now. You feel like, yeah. Okay. Well, normally it's 2 weeks.
Yeah.
6 and 2 is a good general, you know, because everybody varies in their ability to recover. Genetically, lifestyle, are you taking hormones or not? Yeah. All those things affect your recovery ability. Pecs are warm, delts, everything's warm, but this is a different angle, different exercise, so we're going to do one light one for you to feel it out, yeah? Nice and easy, yeah?
What's your training looking like at the moment? You still got the size on you.
Funny story, mate. I hardly do much weight training. I do like twice a week, but it's very limited because I've got rotator tears in both shoulders. So the only thing I can do is fairly light, dumbbell bench press without irritating the shoulders. I can do laterals 1 at a time. I can do like rows with the cable, bit of biceps and triceps, and I can do legs heavy if I want, but I don't go super heavy. I go more high reps. Yeah, just twice a week. Like 1 upper body, 1 lower body, and then I do my other things.
With like yoga?
Yeah, yoga, biking, Pilates sometimes. But about 2 or 3 weeks ago, I decided to use some of my own creatine. Like, oh, let's give it a go, yeah? I can put on like half a stone in 2 weeks. Just went boom.
What's that, the DY Nutrition?
Yeah, we got little sticks with a creatine stack in there. Yeah. 5 grams of creatine, like I think it's 3 different kinds of creatine in there. But yeah, I haven't been interested in muscle mass, but I thought, oh, let's just try it and see what happens, yeah? What I don't notice is when I was using steroids and I took creatine, I was like, you know.
You don't notice the effect?
Not dramatically, yeah. But because I'm not taking anything now, I took it was like boom, straight away, because the muscles probably had room to, you know, fill out a little bit more, and I got stronger as well. Like I would say 10% across everything in 2 weeks. Yeah. So
and that's like an actual legit supplement that's going to work as well.
There's so many studies proving that creatine works, and it's been on the market since mid-late 90s. Yeah. Everyone still uses it because it works, yeah, and there's so many scientific studies showing that. And you know, before athletes were using creatine in UK, they were giving them to the racehorse. It was given to the racehorses. That was where it started. Yeah, because you know the explosive power for racehorsing.
No, I thought I'd lose my hair.
What's that?
There was like one study where creatine was linked with hair loss.
Bollocks.
And I've got the worst hair genetics. Like I've had a hair transplant.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Like in that last video.
So if you eat too much steak, you'll lose your hair then? No, I don't believe that, man.
So I think it was never really properly proven. Yeah. But I saw it and I was like,
right. I'm going to help you to the top. We start there, yeah? Ready? Okay, 1, 2, 3. Up. Hold it there. Push. 1. Okay, nice. Let's drive it. 2, 7. Upper chest. Come on. Drive it through. Yes. And again. Squeeze. Drive. 1 more. Squeeze it up. Squeeze it up. We go 1 more, Mike. Come on. Too easy. Come on. Drive it. Right. Hold it there at the top. You're coming down real slow now, yeah? Real slow. And me and you, we're going to just throw it to the top. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Up. Up. Slower. Okay, good. Feel that, right?
Yep. Wasn't expecting that. It's always a surprise when you do the set with you. When you think you're done, you're not done.
Yeah, well, there's always more in the tank, yeah? Negative range of the motion is always stronger than the positive, yeah? So even when you've reached positive failure, there's still juice left in the tank on that negative. So this way we can exhaust everything. Positive, negative, everything, finished. Yeah. Now, what's the point to do another set on here? No point. It's like shooting somebody twice that's already dead.
Yeah,
you know, job's done.
Do it as well.
Job's done. If you do another set, it won't necessarily do anything more to stimulate growth, but it will be putting more stress on you, on your nervous system, making it harder for you to recover. Yeah, so we want to do the job, we want to send a signal, but we have to recover from it. Stress, recovery, overcompensation. That's the process. Yeah, you don't grow before you've recovered.
Yeah.
You need to recover first. So if you're going and training hard, great. But then if you're going in before you're fully recovered, you're getting nowhere. Yeah, you need to allow that process time to take place.
Yeah.
And that, again, varies between individuals for various reasons.
For you, you always had an approach where it was pretty much within a week or round about
6-7 days I was hitting a body part, yeah. 6 or 7 days. And then of course your smaller body parts like biceps and triceps, although you're only working them once directly, they're still receiving some stimulation from whatever, chest pressing or shoulder or rowing or something, you know. They probably recover quicker, but they're still getting hit twice in a way. Once isolation and once indirectly.
Yeah. Was your split always the same? Or did
Went through various things over the years,
yeah.
You know, and I used to train 3 times a week only when I was beginning, because I was working and obviously I wasn't using juice and what have you, so the recovery is a bit slower. So yeah, I was training 3 times a week, and then for the Olympia it was like 2 days on, 1 day off, 2 days on, 1 or 2 days off, depending on how I felt, because I always positioned that after legs.
Yeah.
And sometimes after legs I felt just like I need 2 days rest, you know. All right, let's go do a little bit of isolation now.
So for those people that can only train 3 times a week, you can still make a hell of a lot of progress, but you have to train intense and make the sessions count. I've never. This is it's a fly or a press.
Fly, yeah. And you know, as you say, you want to work on the upper chest.
Can you show me what? Because there's a few different variations of a fly. I want to know what you would go for. Would you pronated grip or supinated?
Facing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Arms, as you come down, they're bent like a hook. Yeah. Then you come up, still bent like a hook. If you feel that point where the resistance is just going to maybe fall off,
so you'd never
go back down again. No, you're pushing with the triceps. Yeah, trying to keep it out, trying to isolate as much as possible. All right, the triceps are there, they're stabilizing, but you don't want to lock out at the top. That's more triceps. So we're trying to keep the tension on the pecs. You'll notice you'll get to a certain point and the resistance is falling off. So that's as far as you should go. 10 reps, yeah, nice stretch, squeeze up. We're in there, yeah, that's where we are.
Yep.
Squeeze. Good. 2. Squeeze. 6. Squeeze. 7. And again, you got it, come on. Squeeze. And 1. Squeeze. Yeah. I'm betting that felt harder than usual.
Yeah, just because everything...
Because you fried it on the previous one.
Yeah.
You did negatives on the upper chest.
I always notice when someone's watching over you, someone like you, and you're like, well, I'm going to fucking do this right.
Yeah, it's a bit of extra motivation.
Yeah.
But the thing is, that's what I tell everybody. Yeah, I did it because you're standing there. Yeah, maybe, but you did it. Yeah?
So
I was a form of motivation because I was standing there shouting at you. So I was a motivation. Find your own motivation, whatever. You know, you've done it, you've just done it, so you know you can do it.
Yeah.
So you can do it next time. If you need to imagine me standing there shouting at you or whatever you need to imagine, that's, you know, that's up to you, but you need to have that. You're not going to push to very uncomfortable places unless you have a motivation. You need to know why you're fucking doing it. Otherwise you're like, fuck this.
And because you were always obviously working towards something, did you feel like the motivation was pretty consistent, or did you have the days where you're like, nah?
Well, I had always a long-term goal, which might be a competition, so that's a yearly goal. But I'd break that down into months, and I'd break the months down into workouts. So I'll be coming to this workout now, knowing exactly what I did last week, exactly what I need to achieve today, down to the fucking rep and the weight and everything. So I know what I need to achieve when I come in the gym, and I'm focused, and you know, I'm not coming in like, what shall I do today? You're not going to get very far doing that. Skin color.
Natural.
It's a good color.
I mean, I'm always in the sun. Like wherever I am, I'm never in a cold place. But definitely in Spain, the Spanish sun, it makes me go a different color compared to Dubai. Because I think in Dubai,
intense, isn't it?
I don't know if it's the air, whatever it is, I always get like an ashy color of brown. But here it like pops.
Yeah, it's nice here. Good weather now as well. It's the best time of year, July, August. All right, man. I'm going to be watching you. Yeah. Let's kill this, mate. Last set on the chest. Yeah. Stretch. Squeeze. Yeah. Okay. We're flying. 2. All yours. 6. 2 more. Come on, push, 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 push. All yours. Nothing. Come on. Up, 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 up. And we got one together. Come on. Get this one. Last one. Crush it. Crush it. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Yes. Excellent.
It's good.
And we've done like 8 sets total.
If you an intense session with like not much talking, that's like 45 minutes, usually.
Yeah,
would it be?
Do something else now. We can do biceps or something if you want.
Yeah.
And that's what I usually do, chest, biceps. Take a couple of minutes now and a little stretch, yeah?
Yeah.
20 seconds, breathe, switch to the other side, do it a couple of sets like that.
Do you follow much bodybuilding at the moment?
Not really, I mean...
Like, is anyone you think, who do you think's got like the best physique right now? Who's competing? Like even if it's like classic physique or whatever.
Physique I look at and I think, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's his name?
Sebum.
Yes. You know what I was going to say. Yeah. No, it's good, great balance. Comes in good condition, good posing. Obviously not huge because he's in that class, but for his frame is big enough. There's bigger guys in the open class, but they don't get into shape. I like to see people in shape, man.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you've suffered a little bit for this. You've been on a fucking diet. Those guys look like they're, for me,
They got the big,
you know,
yeah.
Like they need to lose another 15 pounds or something. And they don't have the detail, the fine separations. It's like a lump and a lump and a lump. It's not, you know, the separation in the deltoids and the different muscles. It doesn't seem to be there. You know, they're obviously doing some things different and getting the body weight as high as possible is what they're aiming for. But I think we reached a point where it's like, you can go over the point where it looks aesthetic on your frame. Yeah. Maybe it sounds crazy coming from me because I was a mass monster, but I still was very concerned with coming in super condition. And I was still concerned with like trying to be proportionate and like freak out certain body parts. I'm going to do isolation concentration curl first because biceps were one of my weakest points. So I was doing what everyone else was doing. I started like barbell curls, dumbbells. My front delts and my forearms was growing, biceps not so well. So what I discovered is worked better for me is to isolate it first. You know, with a concentration is great. I used to have a Nautilus curl that was even better. But the idea is to isolate the bicep, push it to failure. And then when you go to, say, barbell curl, well, you know, there's going to be a little bit of movement, there's going to be a little bit of shoulder movement, inevitably. It's a bit looser, but it doesn't matter because you've already fried the biceps. Yeah. So that's what we'll do. And on the barbell curl, we can do some negatives as well. You can cheat it up, and then low, low, low.
Did you tear a bicep once?
Yeah, I did that bent over rows. I had a reverse grip like this, so bent over rows. But both of my serious injuries were near to a competition when I was in.
You still smashed it, didn't you?
Yeah, I was still trying to train just as heavy as tense as the off season, but lower body weight, lower body fat, a little bit dehydrated, a little bit tired, get more vulnerable to injury. So it doesn't make sense to be going to failure and force reps and all that kind of stuff the last 8 weeks before a competition, because really at that point you've built the muscle, yeah? You need to maintain the muscle. So your training should be geared to maintain it and eliminate any injury risk whilst, you know, doing the diet and everything to strip your body fat. So that's a lesson I learned that I can pass on. You're going to be more vulnerable to injury and there is no point to push to failure or beyond failure or something, because that is to stimulate growth. You can't do that if you haven't got sufficient calories, if you're negative and you're losing body fat. Yeah. I had a total bicep muscle tear in 94 and I had a tendon tear in 97. 6 weeks before and 3 weeks before. You know, off season I had some little, you know, pushing the limits. You're going to get some little minor injuries which require a little bit of treatment and time and stuff like that, but nothing major. Major was twice before the contest.
Did you ever like stretch?
Yeah, I was always. I learned from Tom Platz. He was the man on legs, right? So we all wanted to be like Tom Platz. But I found that squats didn't work for me. I got an injury doing squats, free squats, so I switched.
Yeah, and he swears by them, doesn't he? But they're not for everyone.
They're for Tom Platz. They're brilliant. If you watch him squat, it's all quads. His body's upright because he's not very tall, and you know, so it suits him great. But you got to listen to your body. Even though Tom Platz was the greatest, and he said you got to squat, I'm like, I can't because it's injured. So let me try other things, and they work. So.
Did you ever get to train with him?
Never got to train with Tom Platz. I mean, I know him, I met him a few times, but we didn't
that would have been interesting.
Train together.
Both of you in your prime training.
Yeah, but I really admired him for his passion, you know, his passion and his intensity for training. You don't really hear that so much now. Yeah. You know? But yeah, it was all about like, this is life or death. If I don't do this, I'm a fucking loser. Yeah, I relate to that. That's how I used to do it. Yeah. Someone's gonna come and fucking take the food from my family, motherfuckers. Like whatever in my mind, you know, that got me into that mood where I want to push and I want to fucking annihilate. That's what I had to do. And everyone's got their own story in their mind, but you've got to be in that frame of mind when you come in the gym. It's a fucking war, you know?
Yeah, got to unleash the monster.
I'll show you, I'm going to do it on my leg. Right, the reason I would never use that bench, yeah, is because it's like that angle, yeah? So at the bottom, there's a lot of strain on this biceps tendon, yeah? And then when we come here, it just falls off, so...
You've only really got a limited range.
If I was going to use that bench, I would reverse it. I would use the other side, because it's straight like that. Effectively what I'm going to do here. Upper arm against the leg, up, slowly down, up, slowly down. 1, 2, 9, one more, 10. Let's consciously slow down the negative a little bit on this one, yeah?
Okay.
Okay, great. We could go straight in because don't need a lot of rest on the biceps. 4, 5, 6, yeah, strong man, come on. 7's yours, yeah. Please. 2 more, come on. Pull, 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 pull. 1 more, let's do it.
Jeez.
Up, 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 up. Let's see it fucking slow now, really slow, stop the weight. Nice.
I felt a lot heavier, fuck.
Yeah.
But I always noticed that the first set on a bicep exercise is like, it's all right.
Yeah.
The second set's like, you're noticeably weaker.
Ah, but you're stronger because it's heavier. Okay, come on. So don't forget that negative, yeah? You're gonna focus on that. Feel the fibers ripping on the way down, yeah? 5, 6, yeah. Yes, 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 yes. 2 more now, come on, watching. Let's go, up. Yes, and 1. Pull in, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, keep pulling, squeezing it up, squeezing it up. And you're gonna do slow now, slow. Ugh, maybe not. Nothing left, man, nothing left. So you could do 2 sets like that, there's nothing left.
Yeah.
Or you could do fucking 5 just pumping away and you ain't gonna do nothing.
Yeah.
You do 10 pump away, 20, 30, it doesn't matter. You gotta pass that threshold. And once you've done that, that's job done.
I've done that so many times and like, the next day I don't even feel like I've trained biceps.
Yeah.
The
You're
sessions where
them,
I've really fucking pushed it.
4 sets or something, you'd be done. So I used to do that, and when I started yoga, those areas were really pretty good. What wasn't good is like ability to turn and rotate and stuff, because you don't do it.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, I got much better like lateral movement and stuff like that. I do the weight training to maintain my muscle mass, not to try and increase it, just maintain it at a certain level.
Yeah.
And then I do some high intensity cardio intervals on the bike or something like that. Yeah. Yoga or Pilates for stretching and movement. So all round, you know. I want to be able to do things when I'm, you know, I make it to 70, I still want to be able to ride my bike and walk up the hills and feel good. So that's my goal now.
Still a fan of marijuana?
Yeah, man.
If you'd gone back in time to when you were like training in your peak, would you still?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I thought it was, I used to smoke when I was younger, before I started training, and then when I started training, I think bodybuilding's healthy, smoking weed is not healthy, and drinking alcohol is not healthy, so I just stopped all that. But if it occasional, you know, birthday party or something like that, my choice would be always to smoke a joint rather than drink alcohol.
Alcohol's the worst.
Yeah, it's a poison, so you know, you're going to process that. You got to recover from it. You're always trying to recover from training, so putting that on top of it is not a good idea. Where the THC and CBD means...
Do you reckon you could train high as a kite, or do you think that you'd be limited?
I do cardio really super high, and I do much better. I don't get so tired. My perception of the feeling uncomfortable is a lot less, and I feel like my lungs are more open because it dilates. Tobacco closes down your bronchioles, but the THC actually dilates it, so it's more open.
You smoke pure weed?
Yeah, no tobacco, no, fuck that.
Yeah.
It's pure weed or I vaporize. I used to do super hard cardio classes with Gal, she's a cardio freak. I used to go to another gym and I just vaporized before I got there and then put my sunglasses on. And
there you go, if you hate cardio, smoke a little bit before,
yeah.
and it's fun.
A lot of guys used to do it before heavy training, but I never did because I thought I wanted to be aggressive. I want to be like, I don't want to be relaxed.
Yeah.
So I never tried it, to be honest. But a lot of guys say they feel the connection with the muscle a lot more.
Because people always asking me, and I'm like, I'm probably not the best person to ask. So.
Yeah, and if you don't smoke weed, it's not like you just start off smoking it and going to the gym because
you'll be fucking.
You'll be freaked out. Yeah. You try it somewhere else first. If you get used to it, then you can go to the gym. All right. So we're going to warm up with it. See how you feel. 8 reps, yeah?
This grip.
Yeah.
What?
1. Nice. 2. 5. Easy, yeah. Strong, man. Okay.
How many like clean, solid reps can we go for?
6 to 8 on your own.
Try another 10. Might be ambitious, but we'll give it a go.
So which gym do you train at in Dubai?
I'll mix it up a bit, but have you heard of B1?
Is that a huge one I went to with all
big,
yeah,
big red one.
Yeah, I went to that one. Yeah.
That's very good. But I like to change up the scenery, keep it interesting, and it depends what I'm training. So there's the Train SF, which is a good gym. A new one, Team Nogs, which is a good gym. Like Dubai, you're spoiled for choice.
Yeah, I know, there's a lot, huh?
But you'll find, I guess, like a lot of the big names and stuff, they'll be in Binus.
Yeah, that's the one I went. I had a look round. I mean, well, not all of it was so fucking big, but it looked impressive.
There's a guy called Andrew Jack. I don't know if you've heard of him.
Yeah, I think so.
He's ridiculous, just huge, but big and ripped, like all the time. Monster.
Compete?
Yeah, he's just started competing now. I need to train with Mikel as well.
Okay.
I've been speaking to him for a while, but we never actually met.
Hey, he's a strong fucker.
Yeah.
Right, you ready? 2, perfect. 3. Oh, 5, yes, come on. You got it there, come on. Pull. 6. This one's yours. Let's do it. These are the ones that count. Yes, yes. One more. Right. Up. Pull, pull, pull. One more now. One more now. Come on, with me. Let's go. Up. Pull, pull, pull. Hold it at the top there. Hold it at the top there, yeah. Very slow. And then me and you are going to just throw it up. Yeah, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Up. Hold it there. No. You're done, mate. You're done. Oh. Good job, man. Good job. Chest and biceps done.
Nasty.
45 minutes, something like that, yeah? 45 minutes. Job done.
Legs next time.
Yeah.
How much? I'm going to be back in 2 weeks.
Sorry?
I'm going to be back in 2 weeks' time.
What date is that?
Last week of July, beginning of August.
Okay, I'm here until, I think I fly out on the 8th or the 9th.
Yeah.
August to go to London for a couple of weeks. So. Yeah. Before that, I'm here, just let me know.
So it needs to be done. I probably won't be talking much during that session.
You'll be catching your breath, man.
I've got one more question.
Yeah.
You and your wife, you've been together for a long time now.
Yeah.
Have you got any advice on how to maintain a strong, healthy relationship?
Yeah, treat the other person like you want to be treated yourself.
Yeah.
It's like anything. What you put out in life, your energy, your, you know, what you put out there, it just comes back to you in various ways.
Yeah.
If you show love and appreciation to your partner, that comes back to you. Yeah. So if you're frustrated that you're not feeling that or something, try giving it first.
Yeah.
And see what comes back. That's what I learned. You pretty much get what you give out in any situation, whether it's a relationship, it's a business, it's a training, whatever. It's what you are projecting out there. You create your mirror. You know, it comes back to you.
Yeah.
So if you're thoughtful and loving towards your partner and you don't get that back, fucking get rid of them.
Yeah.
Well, try that first.
Yeah. Wise words. So if anyone wants to find you, Dorian Yates, DY Nutrition.
Just go to Instagram and DM me is probably the best way.
Yeah.
And Gal does my bookings. Yeah, just DM me Instagram and we sort it out. I do a limited amount of training here, depending on if I'm here and I'm available and stuff like that. Yeah. And I've got a certification camp in September here. So people come here for a week, they train with me, they do the theory, obviously the practical like we're doing now, they go through this, yeah, because they need to feel it as well. And they get certification at the end, and they can train other people and they can certify other trainers so they can get revenue back as well. Mm-hmm. And you know, we have fun, we hang out and you know, we have lunch, smoke some weed if you want, don't have to, but it's available. And you know, it's a nice week. People get to hang out with me. We do the work in the gym, hard work, but we have a bit of fun as well. So it's a nice week. If you want to take a look at it, it's DYHIT, the website, and certification, all the info's there. So
awesome.
All right.
What
thanks, man.
Pleasure.
Great workout. Thanks for your effort.
Cheers. That was very good. My chest and my biceps, like I feel like they've noticeably been ripped apart in a very good way. And that just goes to shows, I've been training a lot by myself, and I've not been pushing myself to that same level of intensity. Yeah, I think I need to train with a training partner. A training partner who knows what to do and who's going to concentrate and actually spot me in the proper way. But that was absolutely class. I think next up is legs. Probably not going to be doing much talking in that session. It needs to be done. Like I'm petrified, but looking forward to it at the same time.